storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah. No, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. We'll go. Along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. We'll go.
Welcome, everybody. Today, we're going to be meeting with Crypto Atlas to talk about his new project, Eco Warriors, which is a new NFT line that has a passive income element to it. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and introduce Crypto Atlas.
Hi, everyone. Generation, I got to tell you, man, that's a sick intro. That's a really sick intro.
I appreciate it. Well, awesome. Well, I'm super excited to talk about your new NFT series. You've been working on this for, geez, it feels like half a year, if not longer at this point, correct?
Yeah, I believe I might have actually started this in December. So it's been about 7 to 8 months.
Okay, perfect. So a lot of hard work over the last 8 months. It sounds like you've had a lot of awesome partnerships put together for it. I can see that, you know, in our conversations on and off that you put a lot of work into this, just kind of in between making content and engaging with the community. You've been kind of just working this on the side. So I'm super excited to have the community kind of get to know a little bit more about what you've been working on for basically the last 8 months. So I understand that you want to kind of go through the website, go over a little bit of the tokenomics, because yes, guys, there is tokenomics involved with this NFT project. As I mentioned before, there's some pretty cool perks that come along with just buying this art. So it's not just art pieces. These art pieces kind of serve a purpose. So without further ado, let's go ahead and have you go over what your project offers.
Yeah, well, first off, I just want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to be able to share this project. And since its inception, my initial goal was to try and elevate what NFTs are capable of. Many people that are familiar with NFTs, you know them as digital art, but there's been a common problem inside of this space where people say, why should I pay money for this digital art when I could just right click the image and I could save it? And I totally get that as being a problem. But when we're dealing with NFTs, we're not dealing just with digital art. We're also dealing with code. When we're dealing with code, we're basically talking about software. So there's a lot of things that you can really add behind a digital image to help elevate it. And my initial goal here was saying, hey, what if we could create passive income? And then since that initial idea, I've had lots of discussions with lots of different cryptocurrency developers and projects and fellow influencers, and just gotten a lot of feedback that's helped evolve it and brainstorm ideas to the point to where we are now, in which I feel that I've created an ecosystem where we can not only provide passive income to the NFT holders, we can create a hopefully highly sought after commodity, which is the NFT itself, having the different rarities, which it still fits very in line with traditional NFTs. There's trading value that's there. And then by the fact that we end up doing trades off of that element, it then contributes to all the other aspects. So the term eco warriors is actually derived by two parts. One is the ecosystem, which is the fact that I'm dealing with elements of nature. I am the artist on this project. And then the other element to that is also economy, because of the fact that we're dealing with money, we're dealing with cryptocurrencies. So because of the partnerships that I've formed, we've actually created an additional set of values that contributes to the project. What you guys are seeing on screen right now, this is the official website, teamecowarriors.com. We also have a Twitter account. The Twitter handle is at Team Eco Warriors. If I can find my mouse cursor, there we go. It's at Team Eco Warriors. And then we also have a Discord channel, which you can find the link to. You guys are more than welcome to ask questions during the course of this AMA towards me. I'm an open book, Generation Crypto. You can ask me any questions that you want. And you guys can go into the Discord you can go into the Discord if you have additional questions on this. So this is on the Binance Smart Chain. It's 10,000 NFTs that will be minted. And during that minting phase, we have a series of things that are taking place. Where does the passive income come into play? That's one of the biggest questions that I feel anyone is going to have with this project. And it's a very noteworthy aspect of the project. So what's happening is that with the purchase of the NFTs, which will be listed at $500 BUSD, that's stable coin you'll be paying with this. So don't worry, market conditions are changing. These NFTs, they're $500 BUSD. When you make that purchase, approximately 55% of your purchase will go through the back end with a smart contract, and it's going to buy 4 different cryptos. Those cryptos get sent back to your wallet. That's your money. So you're already receiving back from that initial purchase. So this is where the passive income comes into play because of the specific tokens that we partnered with. And then one that I also chose to do voluntarily. The 3 partnerships are with Glow V2 token, with Reflex Finance, which we just made the announcement of. That's our newest edition partner, and with Meta BUSD coin. What's incredible is all of these projects are on the Binance Smart Chain. So we're dealing with the same chain. It makes things a lot more easy and seamless. But in addition to that, all of them have tokenomics that gives you stable coin reflections, BUSD reflections. You can do whatever you want with those reflections. You can invest it into the same projects. You can invest it into other projects. You could transfer it to a central exchange and have it be converted back to fiat and sent to your bank. So I really like the fact that there are projects out there, more than one, that leverage that form of tokenomics, and we can actually elevate that specific form of tokenomics here through a rewards wallet, which I'll go ahead and get into in just a moment here. So when you get these tokens sent back to you, that's a buy order that happens over on the actual marketplace. So each of these projects, the price is being pulled up a little bit, right? Those tokens are now in the control of the NFT holder. So the NFT holder is receiving these tokens in addition to an NFT, which because of it having software essentially backed behind it, we can then incorporate all these additional utilities. With the course of our 10,000 NFTs being minted, you have a chance, 1 in 25 chance, to be able to win $2,000 in stable coin. So the NFT itself is $500, approximately 55% of that, over half is going to buy these different cryptos and send it back to your wallet. Now, the fourth token is SafeMoon. That is not an official partner. The other three I mentioned, they are official partners, legitimate partners, and they're each contributing some additional elements here during our initial launch. I chose to support SafeMoon because I've covered it. I'm a fellow influencer on my channel. I've covered it a lot, and I see that there is potential for the future of the project. So to take it just a little bit of a step further into adding my own contribution, I decided to allocate a percentage of the minting fees and having that go towards buying SafeMoon. But where does that SafeMoon go? It goes back to the person that just bought the NFT from the mint. So they're the ones receiving this. It's increasing buying pressure, allowing them to leverage that. And SafeMoon, it's a self-reflection token. I still look at that to a degree as a form of passive income. But the other three projects that are the official partners, there's some additional benefits because of that partnership that's in play here. So we have a rewards wallet. This rewards wallet is going to have tokens that are locked in there. That's our objective goal. So what we're doing is the partnership with Glow V2, right off the bat, we're going to have 1 trillion of their tokens be provided and locked into this rewards wallet. That will provide BUSD. So every time somebody mints one of these NFTs or they trade one of these NFTs, that creates trading volume for Glow V2. Whether or not the people decide to keep that Glow token, that's on them. Even if they sell it, that still creates trading volume, and that affects the tokenomics. So you're generating BUSD whether there are buys or whether there are sells. Because of the fact that we're not dealing with just one person buying this project, you're dealing with an open community that can go in and buy. Whether or not people buy or sell, it's going to be dispersed amongst a collective. So there's no assumption that, oh yeah, everyone's going to sell, everyone's going to buy. You can distribute that out a little bit more. And by us adding more utility to these crypto partner projects and having it be automated through the smart contract, essentially as a byproduct of this purchase, we're more likely than not to see a substantial positive impact on price action for these crypto partner projects. As more people get involved and they see the benefits that come with this project, then we can also see that be reflected on the price charts, and we can see it on the order books, right? So this rewards wallet, the 1 trillion tokens that are in there, we can't touch those tokens. I said that they're locked, right? But what can we do? We can leverage the BUSD as the byproduct. We can go ahead and touch the BUSD. So not only is Glow token providing tokens right off the bat, 1 trillion to be in this rewards wallet, our partnership with Reflex Finance is also going to have an additional 500 billion of their token in the rewards wallet. And this is just to start with. So when those generate BUSD earnings, we're then going to have weekly, the community cast a vote. And then when they vote on one of these partner projects, it has to be a partner project with our NFT, we're going to put a buy order in. We're going to buy those tokens. And where are we going to send those? Those are going to go back into the rewards wallet. So by doing so with this, we can accumulate more of the volume that's being taken out of circulating supply, which means that anyone that owns these tokens, whether they got it because of my NFT project or they're just a regular investor, right? They're just somebody that wants to go and support Reflex, or they want to go support Glow token. Those people are also going to see an impact from this, because now that there's less in circulating supply, it is easier for the price of that token independently to go up. We're not selling these tokens that are in the rewards wallet, right? We're pulling them off to the side. It's almost like sending these to a burn wallet. A lot of people love the idea of sending tokens to a burn wallet because of the fact that it reduces down that supply. But imagine if you created a system, and you don't really have to imagine now, because that's what we're doing with this project. We created a reward system where it's as if it is in a burn wallet because of the fact that those tokens are locked, but you can still leverage the tokenomics, the actual design. One of the big things that makes it so appealing to these investors that have already come in on the project or plan on coming on into the project. And so that BUSD, we can actually use that without having to sell the actual token, right? The fact that they already have that part of their tokenomics, there's no affecting of price when we say, hey, what are we going to do with that BUSD? but we're actually doing positive things with the BUSD. We're putting in more buy orders. So we're helping to stabilize the price action movement. This should be a sense of reassurance for people that do get tokens as a result of the purchase with the NFT. And because of the fact that they have these tokens through trading volume, you're more likely to increase that trading volume of the token itself, not just the NFT, which means you get more BUSD earnings. Especially if the price goes up higher, then you're going to see more of an impact on the BUSD earnings that you have there also. Now, in the future, we could be exploring additional things. Right now, there is no plans of doing anything different with those tokens. They're in that rewards wallet. We could have future discussions on those things. But again, they're locked. So it would need to go through a series of steps before it could do anything to be changed otherwise. And so what I'm really looking forward to as well is these giveaways. I kind of touched on it just a little bit ago, but every 2,000 NFTs that are minted, we're going to give away 5 different NFT contract holders, 2,000 BUSD. We have a percentage of the minting fees that's going to go towards a marketing/game development fund. And so we can actually tap into that to help pay for this. That's where the money is coming from to be able to allocate to that. So, not only when you buy the NFT, are you getting approximately a little over half of your purchase back in the forms of these tokens, but then in addition to that, you're qualifying for 25 different drawings over the course of the 10,000 NFTs. So in total, you're looking at $50,000 every 2,000 mints. All right, we're going to do 5 drawings. Then we move on. 2,000 mints happen again. Okay, here's another 5 drawing, and you get the point. So that way, then we can organically grow this at the right pace. And speaking about organic growth, because of the fact that we're not just partnered with one project, we have multiple communities. We're helping to unite DeFi. We're helping to bring crypto projects together. And this was another objective goal that I wanted to have with NFTs, is to show that we can do so much more with these. We can use it as essentially a middleman, as a form of cross communication between various projects. Projects can have different tokenomics. I just happen to be primarily focused right now with the BUSD tokenomic reflection tokens because it just naturally all falls into place. It makes it a little bit more simplified. And I like the fact that we can be able to touch that without having to have any kind of dramatic impact on the token itself on a negative standpoint. We can actually have a positive standpoint. So, all of that combined together. In addition to that, we're going to have not only on the NFT series for the Binance Smart Chain 10,000, we're going to have different rarities. You can see some sample images right here from the website. The rarities are going to be dependent upon the combinations of these elements. So, for example, you have a fire character. If they are all fire attributes, then they are going to be the highest grade rarity. If it's all different mixtures, then you're looking at something that's more like a common. After all of our 10,000 NFTs are minted, we will know exactly how many of these NFTs are in existence. At that point in time, we have the capacity to then have further discussions, which I'm already starting these conversations, and we've talked about some things with the project partners, but being able to apply these things to the actual rarities. So that means that outside of having a legendary, which is, it's all the same specific attribute, that has its own independent trading value. We know that because when you look at the NFT market space, which is a multi-billion-dollar industry, it's not very old. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it's still growing. You don't only just have that as a trading value because of the rarity, but you can quantify why a legendary is more valuable because it literally has more utilities than the other rarities that come with this line. We want to help support charities. So I chose 2 specific charities that I feel fit in line with the ethos of what this project is. We're dealing with a lot of elements of nature. As an artist, this is my art style. I have sold 4 independent art pieces before using the same sort of style. And so I feel that when we partner, we're not partnered yet. We're not partnered yet. I'm just showing support. I got to be careful because I talked with the charities and it's all about the verbiage with this stuff. So I chose to support 2 different charities, one of which is Charity Water. The other one is One Tree Planted. Charity Water gives clean drinking water, and One Tree Planted, obviously they plant trees. What's incredible is that with the listed price and the percentage that we're doing with this, we are actually objectively, our goal would be to try and raise for charity water, for example. If we can acquire $10,000 accumulated from all of the sales of these NFTs, that will help contribute towards a project. They can actually install a water project somewhere in the world, in which case they can then present us with a list of options. I would then take that list of options at that point in time, present it to our community, and that just gives another level of involvement where people that have already participated in with this project, they can also help speak their voice of where in the world a portion of their funds that they contributed with this, technically, right? They can say, where do they want this water project to be installed in? So of every NFT sale that we do, you're looking at the ratio, it's approximately 8 NFTs that are sold is actually going to be helping out one person with getting clean drinking water somewhere out there in the world. It's having that kind of a level of impact. So these are things that we're looking to have as full transparency. I just got off the phone call with the representative from Charity Water on yesterday, Monday. It's like time's flying by because I've been so busy with things. For some reason, I almost thought it was later in the week. But I think that covers most of the stuff with the project. I don't know if you or anyone in the chat has any questions.
Yeah, I think you did a great explanation of kind of breaking everything down. For those that are wondering where they can get more information on Eco Warriors, in the description of this video, I do have this website that's being shown on the screen now, as well as the Discord server invite and their official Twitter account. So if you guys want to stay up to date with kind of the progress of the project, making sure you stay up to date when the whitelist happens, when you're staying up to date with just kind of the entire process so that you can make sure that you get your hands on one of these before they're sold out. All of that information is in the video description. And just so you guys are aware, this is not any type of paid sponsorship on my behalf. I just really like what Crypto Atlas has done as a content creator. He's put a lot of work into this project. And so I want to go ahead and make sure he gets a prime opportunity to kind of share this with you guys and what he's able to produce here. On your guys' website, you do have kind of a breakdown of your tokenomics. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. I can go ahead and scroll on down here a little bit. So we've got a lot of text, obviously, but if you're looking more from a visual standpoint, this is essentially the breakdown for people. So as you guys can see right here of that actual initial purchase from minting, which I do want to clarify, the percentages are going to be a little bit different when you have the minting phase and then you have the regular trading phase. So the minting phase is where we're involving a lot of different crypto projects. There's a huge separation of things that are going on in place there. The percentages are much, much lower when you actually look at the regular trading fees. So this right here, you can see approximately 55% of those trading fees is going back to the NFT buyer. And this is for, again, minting. Those in the form of Glow token, which is 25%, Reflex is 10%, Meta BUSD coin is 10%, and SafeMoon itself is 10%. Then you've got 2 different charities, and then you've also got the marketing game development, and then there's the standard artist fee, which they receive, which, by the way, most projects, when you look at it, OpenSea, over on Solana, that kind of thing, the artist is what receives 100% of minting. But here's an opportunity where through our partnerships, again, it creates cross value. So me personally, I feel that there's way more impact in making these kinds of decisions than to just try and make, you know, a quick buck on a project that you're trying to launch.
Right, yeah, because we've seen with a lot of other projects, even some of the more popular NFT lines, there's really not a utility outside of just hoping that NFT grows in value as the community grows and as NFTs continue to become more popular. And there's been exceptions, right? So like the yacht club, they literally can go to a yacht together and things. But outside of that, there's not really a commonplace situation where NFTs are used to this capacity that's mainstream anyways. I mean, different DeFi projects have been implementing NFTs in some form or fashion to projects, but there hasn't that I've seen anyways, there hasn't been like a standalone NFT project that really has kind of baked in all these types of tokenomics involved with the project like this.
You know, it's funny you mentioned clubs. I don't know if you like clubs or if anyone that's watching this video likes clubs, but that's actually an additional feature that I didn't mention that's going to be built in with this project. So there's a collective group of NFTs that all you have to do is add in some specific coding and it qualifies them for access to clubs in the real world, to their VIP lounge sections, for example. So we're going to be having that built in. It's just an added bonus on top of everything else. But people that decide that they want to go visit those clubs, guess what? If you own one of these NFTs, there's an actual real world utility that's as a bonus right there as well.
Well, awesome. Just so everyone's aware, I know he's mentioned it before, but I think it's important to highlight on this. This isn't just simply a project where they're taking the money that you're spending, buying tokens on your behalf, and then just sending them to you. They're actual partners with his project. So he's spoken with the developers, the dev teams for these different projects, and they have allocated funds out of their projects, out of their tokenomics, and set them aside specifically for this project. And they are an official sponsored partnership. So that's kind
Except
of
for
a big deal.
SafeMoon.
Yeah, with
SafeMoon's the
exception,
only
of course,
one.
of SafeMoon. Yep.
Yeah. And I forgot to actually mention, by the way, so I talked about Glow and what they're doing is a contribution. And then also what Reflex is doing as far as the rewards wallet goes. But I didn't mention about MetaBUSD coin. So if you own one of these NFTs, the MetaBUSD team, what they've decided, and they've already weighed all of this, right? So they're actually allocating 1% of their whole supply, and they're going to be airdropping that to the NFT holders, their MetaBUSD coin, over the course of 1 year. So you own this NFT. If you decide not to trade it, not only are you going to be getting stablecoin passive income rewards because of the kickback from the initial purchase, but you're going to be receiving additional MetaBUSD coin tokens on top of the ones that you already got because of the airdrops that are going to take place due to this partnership that we're doing. Right now, what's incredible too is that I really hope that anyone that's watching this, if you don't know much about these partners, if you don't know much about Glow V2, Reflex Finance, MetaBUSD coin, go find out more. They have their own teams. They have been around already for a set of different periods of time, each one of them, and they're all looking to try and grow and add more utilities to their own projects. So this is an element that can help communicate between them. But independently, they all have their own things going on anyways. So we get to be a part of that experience as they continue to grow, and hopefully we can help contribute to that growth. Now, I know a lot of people are investing into crypto. I'd say probably almost every single person, except for those occasional weird people, right? They invest into crypto because they're looking to make money. And so one of the incredible things is that with Glow Token and the marketplace that's being built out, this is where the Eco Warriors is going to be listed on. It's going to be on their marketplace that's coming out. Their plans are for next month, early next month. We are going to have an affiliate system, but this is not a normal affiliate system. A normal affiliate system says, hey, here's the referral link. Somebody goes and uses the referral link. I get a percentage of that sale. What we're looking to implement is taking it to the next level. So the idea that if you as an artist can make an NFT, you could put it up on a marketplace, you can sell it, you get a percentage, if not all, of the actual sale of that mint, right? But then what happens after that? When that NFT continues to be traded with other people, then the artist receives a commission cut. And it ranges. It depends on what kind of marketplace it's being set up on. For example, on OpenSea, I believe the normal is the artists look to get anywhere between 0.5 to around 3%. I think that's the rough range of what they do there. I've heard over with Solana, I think it can go about 10%, but Solana also has things like free mints, for example. So there's different designs, there's different tokenomics, protocols, however these one of projects kind of approach their thing. So what we're looking to do is not only have it to where if anyone, it doesn't matter if you're big or small, it's just you share a link, right? You can use hashtags and people could still find this stuff. You share a link, somebody goes and buys one of the Eco Warriors NFTs on the Glow Token marketplace, you get a percentage cut of that minting sale. But then imagine if you continue to receive a percentage of the sales on that NFT every time it gets traded afterwards. So even though the listing price is $500, it's very common to see in the NFT space that it gets resold at a higher price. I mean, most of the market has been very dominant as an art. And so because of that, people look at it as a trading value. There's additional benefits still that come into place here that we're talking about, the kickback rewards, the utilities, the partnerships, and all that kind of stuff. But imagine if you have that sense of presence as if you are the artist of this project. And all that you had to do this entire time, you didn't have to have phone calls with the developers. You didn't have to make sure that all the code is up to date. You didn't have to create a website. You didn't have to do any of that. All you had to do is just share a link. And if somebody clicked on that link, you get not only a percentage of the mint sale, you get a percentage of every time that NFT gets traded afterwards. Now, I have to double check on this. I think that it's restrictive to having to be traded on the same marketplace. So if somebody was to, let's say, buy this on the Glow Tokens marketplace and go to some other marketplace and sell it there, then I think it wouldn't have that effect. So there's still value in this. And by the way, my project, it's not planned on being the only NFT project on the Glow marketplace. There's other projects that are in the works, that are in discussions, that are likely to get listed on there as well. So it's a great opportunity to kind of be the first ones on the floor for so many different things that we're doing here.
Awesome. That's really, really cool to hear. Looks like we're not getting too many questions from the audience, but if you guys do have any questions in particular, I know some people are asking questions about other projects. And on a private conversation, we could, or different live stream, we could definitely talk about stuff like that. But if anyone has any specific questions about for Crypto Atlas or specifically about Eco Warriors, feel free to drop those comments in the comment section and we will go ahead and address those as needed. So if you guys have any questions on any of this, then now is your time to ask. But I just kind of wanted to follow up on this by saying, guys, this is a pretty cool project. Of course, I would always recommend everyone, please do your own research. So as I mentioned before, all the links to learn more about this project are all going to be in the video's description. Crypto Atlas has already done a few other AMAs as well with other channels like Crypto Control. I believe the Greek DeFi Guru has also had an AMA with him. And he's done AMAs on Twitter with other projects that he's been sponsored with, like Glow Token over on Twitter. So if you're going to go back and listen to those spaces, those are also available for you guys to learn more about this project. It's going to be launching here in just a few days. So if you guys want to learn more about this and what's going on with this project and learn more of the details and want to come to your own conclusions, the links are all available in the video description down below. So I just wanted to preface that by saying that. Is there anything else, Crypto Atlas, that you kind of wanted to add on while we're waiting for some potential questions to come in?
Yeah, take this as a grain of salt on the website. We have this countdown here. We just recently launched the website. There's still internal discussions. The marketplace with Glow is not actually live yet. So the fact that they're in final stages of development for that and just talking over with the project developers that's helping out with my NFT project, I just want everyone to know that if you see this right here, don't assume that that is 100%. If it is 100%, we'll make like a final statement over on our social platforms on the Eco Warriors Twitter account, the Team Eco Warriors, and also in the Discord, for example. And yeah, so it's anywhere between looking at July 1st or, if I had to take a guess, within the first week or two of July.
Awesome. Well, good to hear that we got kind of a rough timeline on that. So like I said before, guys, all the socials are in the video description if you guys want to stay up to date to know when exactly launch is going to be so you guys don't miss out on the potential whitelisting and launch if this is something that you guys want to get involved with. As I said before, please do your own research on projects like this. As is a stance on my channel with everything, I neither condone, well, I'll make exceptions. There are definitely things I do condone as far as projects, things not to invest in. But when it comes to buying and selling things, I typically want to not give that advice because I want people to come to their own conclusions. And that doesn't mean I particularly like more or less a particular project. It just means that I want everyone collectively to make their own decisions and not do so just because I said I like a project or because Crypto Atlas likes a project or because it was made by Crypto Atlas or because it was made by myself. So in any situation, we always highly recommend that you guys do your own research, you make your own financial decisions and come to your own financial conclusions. And if those conclusions seem to be different than other people in the community or myself, that is totally fine. And actually something I would actually encourage that you have kind of different thoughts and not just mimic what other people are saying as well. So I do appreciate everyone listening into the live stream today. Doesn't look like we're getting too many other questions. So Crypto Atlas, anything else that you wanted to add before we end?
No, thank you very much again for having me on, give me an opportunity to speak. I know I just kind of went on boom of all the things, but yeah, if anyone has questions, you guys are always more than welcome to ask me. I'm an open book on this.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming on board and I appreciate you talking about your project. Like we've talked about before, it looks like you put a lot of hard work into this. And so hopefully it is something that people can learn about and come to their conclusions on if it's something they want to participate in.
Thank you so much.
Yep. Thanks for coming on board. Okay, everybody, thank you for participating today. As I mentioned before, all the links are available in the video description down below if you guys want to hop on board with that stuff. And if you have any questions, you're also welcome to reach out to myself or Crypto Atlas on this. They do have their official Discord account, their official Twitter account, and their website for more information and resources. So those are all great places to reach out that way. So thank you guys all for watching, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video.